Boom, right here. Leatherman rebar, pocket knife. Keep this in my bag all the time. There's a lot of uses for this thing. So yeah, let's dive into what's in my camera bag 2020. What's up, guys? If you're new here, my name is Tucker Scott and I'm a photographer slash videographer, and today we're talking about what's in my camera bag 2020 edition. So first, I have this camera bag. It's the Low Pro Tactic BP 450, and it's what I keep all my gear in. It's probably one of my favorite camera bags. Nice, a lot of room, can store a lot of stuff. Funny story, one time I fell off the chairlift when I brought it up snowboarding and thought I broke all my camera equipment. Thought my lenses were done, my camera was done. Opened up the bag, everything was protected. Next thing on the list would probably be my main camera that I shoot most of these vlogs with, and I'm actually currently shooting with, but it's the 5D Mark IV, 32 megapixel camera, shoots full HD at 60 frames a second, 4K at 30 with a little cropped. Probably my go-to camera right now. It's amazing for photography and videography. Basically does everything that I need done. Pretty awesome camera. Next, my baby. This is my favorite lens by far. This is the 70-200 version 3. Shoots 2.8, has in-body stabilization. Different focusing modes, which if you're shooting at 1.2 meters or 2.5 meters, pretty awesome lens. Yeah, this is one of my most shot on lenses by far. If I'm shooting most of my vlogs, if I'm up close, I use the 24-70, which I'm shooting on above right now, and my backup is this 24-105. It's a 4.0, but does the work. It's a great lens. Highly recommended if you're getting into photography. Still has good bokeh and everything along those lines. Killer lens. I like it. It's one of the first lenses I started off on, and I still use it to this day. Next, definitely if I'm shooting more wide angle, kind of like skateboarding, or if I'm shooting like real estate videos, I'd probably go with the 17-40. It's a 4.0. I like it. It's a great lens. Shoots well, very wide, doesn't really distort the image. Yeah, it's a killer lens. I do a lot with like up close. If I'm trying to get some athletes jumping over me, I'll shoot with this. It's a killer lens. I like it a lot. Booyah. Next on the list of things, boom. The Mavic Air. I've had two drones in my life. I had the Phantom 3, which was a bigger drone, and then I switched over to this Mavic Air, which by far, I mean the size of it, you can see, very portable, goes right in my camera bag. One time I traveled to Nicaragua and almost got this thing taken away from me, so I would have been bummed. But yeah, it fits right in there with my camera bag. Super small, portable, flies great. It's awesome. Has a bunch of capabilities. It's awesome. Awesome. It's an awesome drone. Hands down, one of my favorite drones. And yeah, next on my list of things would be the DJI Osmo Pocket, which I'm currently filming on this angle with, so it's not in the case. But as you can see, very small, literally can fit right in your pocket. The camera just slides right in. Press this latch, boom, perfect. Super small, portable, shoots 4K, which I like. Right now I'm actually filming in 2.7K at 60 frames a second, and great little portable camera. quality's amazing. Shooting in like they're D-Cine-like, so it's flat, so I can color grade at the end. Highly recommend this if you're just kind of traveling along and want to get some documentaries going. It's pretty good. Next, one of my favorite GoPros is the GoPro 8. It actually has a ND filter on it right now. It just comes off. It's magnetic. But this is probably one of my favorite GoPros that GoPros come out with. Haven't been a big fan of GoPro just because the footage is always super shaky, and but ever since the GoPro 7 and GoPro 8 came out, they've done a better job with the stabilization. I mainly film with the GoPro 8. It's awesome. Slow-mo is awesome. The time-lapse, how you can just pick it up and film right afterwards out of time-lapse mode is pretty great. And obviously the ND filter helps with get that motion blur. Killer camera. I love this thing. I can literally beat the crap out of it and not have to worry about it breaking. It's been surfing, dirt bike riding, it's been ran over. Killer camera. Next, obviously in my camera bag is the backup. GoPro 7. Does basically the same thing GoPro 8 does. There's hyper smooth in this as well. And it actually turned out to be, I like this one as well. That's why I bought the 8. This one's a little dirty at the moment because I just used it. But yeah, this thing is one of my favorites. GoPro did a good job with the 7 and the 8. Looking at the 360, but haven't made up my mind yet, so we'll see. Boom. This guy. Comes in this little pouch. It's a SERP variable ND filter. Has 8 stops on it. Love this thing. I mean, whenever I'm out filming and I want to get that motion blur, can just bring this down, loosen it up. I love it. This is good for video, so you get the motion blur, but also if you're shooting fast-paced, like moving objects, and you want to get that motion blur as a photographer, this works perfect for that as well. It doesn't distort the image or anything. If you're trying to do like a long exposure, like outside of like say the ocean or lake, creek, this is great for this. Works perfectly. I've never had any issues with it. One of my favorite purchases. Also makes video just a lot better when you're filming with one of these ND filters. This guy, this is my kind of my little notebook. It's my notebook when I plan stuff. As you can see, it says I am my own happiness dealer. I actually got this notebook from a famous artist named Gregory Sift, and I got this from him when I was doing some work for Stance over the summer, and I'll link his Instagram in the description below. But this is what I kind of carry, and obviously I only have one thing written in it right now, but I bring this around to create stories, ideas. It's a bunch of stuff, but I am my own happiness dealer. I thought that was a great quote by him. So yeah, I use this when I'm on the go. I have the iPad Pro, and I have it with this pen. I actually used to edit some of my photos with. It's pretty killer. That's like if I'm just on the go, I want to pull this thing out super quick. This thing's amazing. It's like a little mini laptop. When I'm at home or on the road, I use the 16-inch MacBook Pro. It's upgraded slightly. This thing does a great job editing 4K, all my photos, my videos. Basically anything with the Adobe Suite, this thing can just conquer like crazy. It's pretty awesome. It's one of my favorite laptops I've used. And yeah, but thanks to Apple, I have the little dongle that has all these little converters on it because Apple decided to go with the USB-C. So yes, you have to buy one of these if you have any older like USB drives and whatnot. So yeah, this is what I use with my laptop, so I can get all my footage converted into the Mac. It's pretty awesome. I like using it. Next is my Peak Design camera strap. This thing's awesome. It has this clamp on it, so it definitely won't fall off. You don't have to ever worry about this thing not being screwed in or tight. And this part connects to the top of the camera. which is pretty awesome, easy to use. And yeah, this is like it's like a tripod mount built in, so I don't have to like put a tripod on top of this, so it just fits right in there. It's pretty great. Next is my Lacy 4 TB hard drive. This thing is amazing. Big, 4 TB. Don't have to worry about running out of footage anytime soon. This is probably by far one of my favorite hard drives that I've had to use externally. Runs great, it's fast. This next thing I have is from SanDisk. I can plug in my CFast card here, a regular SD card, or a micro SD card to convert all the footage onto my hard drive. I use this all the time, obviously, to upload all my footage and whatnot. So, yeah, this thing's killer. Keep this in my camera bag as well. Oh, yeah. Last but not least, of course, you gotta have your MacBook charger on you at all times. If you forget one of these, very expensive when you're traveling. So, highly recommend keeping these in your camera bag at all times, because you do not want to forget one of these on the road, because then you can't upload any footage, edit any videos, anything like that. So Apple cord, everything. Alright, so that's the end of my What's in My Camera Bag 2020 edition. I hope all of you enjoyed that video. I'll link everything below in the description so you can go check it out if you missed something or if you forgot what I listed. I hope all of you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe.